Yeah, I do not know. It's YouTube or something. It's not me, that's for sure. I'm gonna wait a minute till everybody gets in. Must be YouTube. Like I said, it just froze. Part two, yeah, YouTube. Just froze up. YouTube. I didn't do it. So it wigged out. Seeing you, Joseph. I'll get started. I'm going to leave this up, but hopefully it doesn't wig out again. YouTube doesn't wig me out. But as you can see right here, I watch this guy. This guy's been in Washington. He has passes. He can go into Washington, D.C. with the press corps. I've been watching him for quite some time. He knows everything that's going on in Washington, D.C. He knows what's going on in Washington, D.C. I watch him when Biden flew out of the country to Australia. He showed the planes, the Air Force One and Air Force Two, going up in the air. Yeah, YouTube froze me. But he knows what's going on. Well, I've been watching him for weeks. I've been watching him for a long time, but they put up a tent. They put up a big tent in at the White House. They put up a big tent, and he was wondering what it was for. And I was too, wondering what it was for. Well, he found out what it was for. He says right here, his video right here, the big tent came down. They took the big tent down. Well, he says what the big tent was for. I will tell you what he said it was for. And you can hear how he was talking. It didn't make sense what they were saying, because Biden has 2 months more in office. They had a party with the tent. They put up a tent for a party for Biden's going away party. That's what he says it was for. The tent was for Biden's going away party. So, you can hear him talk about it right here.
We've got a lot of stuff to check on since we were gone. We know what that tent was at the White House, but we're going to go see what's left of it. We've got some Christmas trees arriving in Washington, D.C. The First Lady takes one in tomorrow, but I don't think I'm going to get credentialed for that. Congress is out for Thanksgiving, but let's wander around this thing. But first, before we do any of this stuff, we need sustenance. We need pizza. So we're in 2008, food court next to GW University, and we're going over to Andy's to get a pizza. Not much of a line today, but I can smell it from here. That's a brand new one for you. Sausage and peppers, this one? The combo too? Yeah. Okay. We've got our lunch. Definitely got our lunch. Let's eat this and let's get on the road. Okay, pizza has been consumed actually quite quickly. Didn't realize how hungry I was. All right, we're going to make our way down to the White House. That big tent that we saw the other day, we found out that was for kind of like going away / birthday party for...
He said going away. He said it was kind of for a going away birthday party. But before this, in his other videos, he was clueless. But when he found out, they said it was for his going away party. I thought that was very interesting because he has 2 months left. Also, too, I don't know if you know, up in Canada, the people up in Canada, Trudeau's doing the same thing. Trudeau's doing the same thing. Trudeau's partying it up while his country is in shambles. This is Canada. Death to Canada, death to Canada, death to the United States. And Trudeau, here it is right here. Trudeau torched after he was seen dancing with Taylor Swift concert while riots in his country. So the same thing's going on. The same thing's going on in Canada. They're throwing parties while all this stuff's going on. But Biden's party was called a going away party. And Biden, it's very interesting that this morning or today, Biden is going to New York for a dinner. He's going to New York, Queens, New York. He's going there for to serve food of Friendsgiving event. He's going to New York. He's going to be gone on Friday. Also, too, he says in here that the whole Washington D.C. nobody's there.
They had a big event there the other night, and well, let's go see if it's still there. They're taking it down yet. All right, we're outside the White House, and the Trump paraphernalia has pretty much taken over the White House, but he has nothing on the schedule.
There's nothing on his schedule after today. Also, too, the Congress is down or gone.
Didn't go to church this weekend at Holy Trinity, where he usually goes. He actually hasn't been there in probably about a year. He hasn't gone to Georgetown. He goes to church in Delaware and sometimes has church.
He's very informative. Like I said, I watch him. He talks about Biden hasn't been to church in actually, he said he hasn't been to church since Biden or when Obama was in office. He knows because he's there. He just, like I said, and he also said Congress is gone. It's pretty dead there. This was 2 hours ago. Most people know this. All this stuff's going on. Most people know this also. Biden administration discussed giving nuclear weapons to Ukraine. This was just today, but they just called peace, as I showed. There's a lot of stuff going on in the oil fields. As I said, the Antichrist is going to be involved with the nuclear disaster that's going to happen, nuclear event. This was just 2 hours ago. It shows videos of cluster bombs in Russia. As I showed earlier, accept some ceasefire, peace. As I showed in my video 6 days ago about Black Friday, I see that Adrian and Paul put out a video similar about Thanksgiving.
All right, everyone, get out your remembrance candles. Granny Lisa, why do we light a candle every...
So they lit the candle. This was an episode I showed. It was Thanksgiving when the lights went out to remembrance. I want to talk about the weather a minute. I don't know about you, but I looked out 30 days for me. This is very abnormal for me. They're talking about highs in the 30s and low 40s for the next month. It does not change. This is 30 days. This is not normal for me. Usually we'll have streaks. Usually it doesn't get like this until January. I went out 30 days for me, and it's all the highest temperature for me is for the next 30 days is roughly 40, 42, the highest. The lowest are in the 20s and 30s. This is not normal for me for 30 days right now. This is not normal. I saw somebody had a video on it, and I did share it. It's right here. He's saying the same thing.
Pattern where the models are indicating even colder temperatures than what we saw in yesterday's video, which is one of the coldest patterns I've ever seen the models predict, especially when considering the consistency and longevity of that cool down.
So he's saying exactly what I just showed for me. He's saying that it's cold and it's going to stay cold. Longevity, he said. That's exactly what I just showed you, exactly what I was seeing myself. What will happen is in November and December, for me personally, for instance, it would be cold one week, then the next week it would be a little bit warmer, maybe up to 50s. Then it'd be cold again, and then it would be back up to 50s, maybe 55. We might even get a 60. Then this is a pattern up until about January. For me, he's saying the same thing.
In today's video, we're going to be diving into the upcoming pattern where the models are indicating even colder temperatures than what we saw in yesterday's video, which is one of the coldest patterns I've ever seen the models predict, especially...
Tammy, this starts on Thanksgiving. In Thanksgiving, it's not going to be warm for you even. It's not, yeah, it could be 80 today for you, but when it gets to Thanksgiving, it'll probably be in the 60s, I'm assuming. It's gonna, this pattern starts at Thanksgiving.
In today's video, we're going to be diving into the upcoming pattern where the models are indicating even colder temperatures than what we saw in yesterday's video, which is one of the coldest patterns I've ever seen the models predict, especially
Kimberly,
considering the consistency and longevity.
So that's exactly what I was showing you. He's saying the same thing. You can check it out for your area. This is what Hal Turner said right here. Old man winter is on its way. Snow, frigid, cold, starting on Thanksgiving. So there you go. That's what he's saying. There's this jet stream right there. That's about where they're talking about it. The jet stream right here. Also, too, I'm telling you this just to prepare. As you can see right here, it's even Hal Turner's talking about it. Starts on Thanksgiving. Also, too, the flooding, which a lot of people have sent me. There's Bart, which went through UK flooding. UK flooding. There's also flooding in California. I've showed that before, but this is coming this way. This rain, this blast that they got, this bomb cyclone is coming our way. So I think I did show this yesterday, or I had it on one of my videos. This is what Putin said. This was 1 day ago. Russia direct attacks on U.S. This is what Russia said, directs attacks on U.S. right here.
And if anyone has any doubts, they shouldn't. There will always be a response around the world, as well as those who still nurture illusions that a strategic defeat can be inflicted against Russia, about events that are happening in the Special Military Operations Zone. I'm talking about what happened in the wake of long-range Western weapons being used in the Special Military Operations Zone. As a result of the escalation, the United States and their NATO allies said that they give their permission to use long-range weapons against targets inside Russia. Experts know fully well, and the Russian side has underscored this time and again, that using such
Anthony Lilly, good seeing you.
without
Kathy?
direct involvement of military operators from manufacturing countries.
So Biden, this is exactly what Biden said. He will direct attacks on the U.S. I'm going to post this on my community page if anybody wants to see it. This is, as I showed, this is going on right now. Attacks on Russia. So keep looking up, everybody. Good seeing everybody. Sorry that YouTube had to smudge my video, but keep looking up. Thanks to the Mod Squad. You do a great job. Keep praying for each other. Thanks, Carol, for the emails. Thanks, everybody, for everything they send me. Greatly appreciated. God bless everybody. Keep looking up. We'll see what happens this week, but just be prepared. It's going to be cold. As I said, I'm very prepared if there's a cyber attack. So just be prepared. God bless.